today I'll be cooking duck confit spring rolls with a bit of a salted duck in emulsion and with lemon Kai-lan. So what is a duck confit? It's a slow cooking method where we cook something in oil. It's a very classic French technique where they use duck fat, and the main purpose of it was a preservation technique. So for a duck over here, we normally salt it quite liberally. So it's just regular salt. Now you got to salt it quite heavily because in the old days, confit was a preservation technique. So once you salt that duck leg, you can season it with a bit of white pepper, and you can use black pepper if you want. The choice is really up to you. So once you salt that, little Asian flavor for duck confit, we're going to use some curry powder here. So some curry powder. And ideally, you want to let this sit overnight to let it cure, let the salt and the curry powder do its work, get inside the meat. Okay, over here is just regular corn oil inside here. And we're going to hit this with a few aromatics. We got star anise, bay leaf, cardamom, cloves, ginger, garlic, a shallot, coriander root. Just going to bruise it to release all that aroma. And then once you bruise it, you get all that strong, pungent coriander aroma. So we're going to put that inside. All right. So once you've hit it with your desired aromatics inside your oil, and assuming this was marinated overnight, which is ideal, but if you don't have time to marinate it overnight, 30 minutes will be more than enough. I'm just cooking one, but of course you can cook like 10 or 20 or 6 at one time. So you put that duck leg snugly inside the oil, preferably submerged, so the oil is fully covering the duck so it cooks evenly. And once you do that, you're going to take aluminium foil and you're going to put it in the oven. So you retain that temperature inside there and it kind of steams inside. After it's cooked, we will shred up the meat and we'll hit it with more aromatics. So over here we have some more fresh coriander. So what we'll do, we'll just slice that coriander up together with the little stems. So we have coriander. So to go inside the cooked duck legs, we're going to have some spring onions also. Okay, so we're going to slice up this onion. Okay, a bit of garlic, because you got to have garlic in your cooking, man. So just some sliced up garlic. You can chop up your garlic if you want to. That's no problem also. So some sliced garlic and a bit of ginger, just to get a bit more aroma to reintroduce those flavors inside the confit oil. So we're going to take some ginger, slice it as thin as you can. So a bit of butter inside here. Should go inside. Okay, so we'll stir that. So melt down that butter and all the aromatics. Okay, so that's the ginger, the garlic, the onions, or shallots, whichever one you want to call it. Greens will go inside. Remember, we're just cooking it just to kill out that harsh garlic flavor and that ginger flavor, just to make it a bit more mellow and pleasant to eat. All right. So once you wilt that all down, basically after you cook the duck leg, once it's been cooked, you just shred up the meat. You chop it up, you shred it with a fork, take a knife, chop it up, and you have something that looks like this. After you mix in the greens and and all the aromatics, so you mix that all up, you end up with basically like a dumpling filling. But instead of using chicken or ground beef, we're just using chopped up, cooked or confit duck. All right. So just some regular popiah skin. Okay. So you quite simply take the duck meat, put it down in the center. Try and be don't be too stingy with your filling. That's one thing that annoys me when you wrap something. Whether you do a ravioli, a tortellini, a spring roll, a samosa, the filling is the thing that people want to enjoy. So don't be too stingy when you fill up your wrapping, but don't put too much until you can't wrap it. So over here we have some beaten eggs. Okay, this will act like a glue. Now, if you don't want to use beaten eggs, because you don't have any eggs lying around the chiller, you can go ahead and use water. That's fine also. Egg is just a bit more secure. It will cook and solidify as you cook it. So you're just gonna wrap it, just fold in the sides. Now to roll any parcel, it's really up to you as long as it's secure. Okay, so just put that down. So the one tip I guess I could give you is make sure it's secure, it's wrapped. Don't make it loose, because when you deep fry it, all that oil's gonna seep inside. So you gotta make sure that the sides are secure. So just roll it down neatly like this. Okay, then put in the chiller for a while to set, and you can deep fry it. To accompany the spring rolls, we're gonna go ahead and give a little a lemon Kai-lan, which we'll cook now. I got some Kai-lan and some lemon. Just pluck out the leaves of the Kai-lan. So I have the Kai-lan leaves over here. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and chiffonade, or not chiffonade, we're gonna slice the Kai-lan. Okay, so just slice it all up. Okay, so inside the Kai-lan here, we're just gonna hit it with a bit of lemon juice because the duck is a bit rich. So now we'll do the last part, which is the sauce. Okay, so the sauce is quite simple. It's just cooked salted duck eggs. Now we have most of the yolk and some of the white. So I'm just gonna put that inside. So I've already steamed this, so they're already cooked. Put some of the salted duck egg white and the yolks, and a bit of a canned or tinned condensed milk. So this is sweet. Looks like white chocolate. Okay. So over here, we're just going to blitz it up just to emulsify everything. Okay, and then because we are in a demo situation, for me, don't mess around with food too much. So put some of the Kai-lan here, right? Some of this salted duck egg emulsion.